Hi everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a fun card project featuring a big old die cut rainbow, some really cute word and shadow die sentiments, and not only that, I have another card project that you can make from the scraps of your rainbow. And I don't know about you, but I like to get more bang for my buck. So let's take a look at the products. These are all from Pinkfresh Studio, and I will have everything I'm using today linked below the video. But this word and shadow die set is wonderful, just all-purpose basic sentiments in a really friendly script, and each one comes with a shadow layer. The stamp set is 6 by 8 and is packed with all kinds of greetings. And the star of these cards today is this large rainbow die. It cuts out both an outline and the fills, and I just think this is the coolest die, so let's jump into the project. So, got the die, and you're going to need whatever colors you want in your rainbow. I just picked a bunch of scraps, and you're going to need something to hold all the pieces together. I cut 3 white outlines off camera for building my rainbow. But first you got to cut out all your pieces, and I'm going to show you the first one and do the rest of them off camera. Just going to run that through the die cut machine, pop everything out, and then you're going to save it all, both the little strips and the outlines. And I'm going to go ahead and cut every single color that I've chosen for my rainbow. And there you go. I have this giant pile of strips, and the cool thing about this is you can get multiple cards out of all of these other strips. Just start your rainbow in a different order and save the outline pieces, because I have a card project to show you with those as well. Next, I'm going to score my card base. This will be top folding US A2, which is 5.5 tall by 4.25 wide, but I'm not going to score it just yet. I'm going to add some spray adhesive to the back of one of my outline pieces and glue that directly onto the card base. I just thought this would look cool if it were right onto the card base. Now you can see how large that rainbow die outline is. It's nice because it has just a little bit of margin space around the sides, but it fits perfectly onto a card front. Next, I'll take some liquid glue to add the pieces, and I'm just going to fill it in with dots here. Just go all the way down, dot it down, and then I'll place my rainbow pieces in. I'll do one here, and I'll do the rest of them off camera. But it's really easy. They pop right in, just like a puzzle. Next, I'll build up some dimension of that white cardstock outline by gluing on a couple more. Again, spraying these with some spray adhesive off camera, gluing on the first one, and then I'll go ahead and repeat with one more layer of the outline. I just like the dimension that this adds and casts a little bit of shadowing onto the colorful rainbow. Also, I like to take another piece of cardstock and just kind of burnish it down, just make sure it's adhered really well. And there you see, a little bit of dimension, but it's cool because it's right on the card base. I'll score it now to fold the card down, and there you have that beautiful rainbow. Next, I've die cut 3 of the shadow layers of the word bestie, and I'm going to take some liquid adhesive and just glue those together so that the shadow base layer also has some dimension. I like using liquid glue for this because it just gives you a little playtime and wiggle room to get everything lined up perfectly. Next, I'm going to add the script word, and I'm going to do this with the white on white. I really love that tone on tone look. I think it's just really elegant and simple. So I'll get the first layer in right onto the shadow layer, the bestie. And of course, I will not forget to put the eye on, also known as the tittle. I'll dot that on, and then I'll also do another layer of the script word off camera just to give it a little extra dimension. Wanted to keep this project really clean and simple, so I decided to put my greeting on the inside of the card. Now here's a cool thing about a Misty. You can open up your card and place it inside your Misty and hang it out the edge. It's not going to bend the card when you go to stamp. Plus, it will ensure that you're going to get a perfect stamped image, because I hate it when I take a block and I misstamp and then it looks all mucky. So live and learn, friends. I use my Misty for pretty much all of my stamping. I'm going to hit it twice. Another reason why the Misty is amazing. And now I have my nice sentiment stamped on the inside of my card. To add the die cut, again, hitting it with that liquid glue, and it doesn't really matter that I don't know exactly where it's going to line up. I just figured it's going to make contact with points on the rainbow. And once I get that lined up into place, I'll take an acrylic block and just place that on to let it really adhere. And to finish off the card, I'll add some Pinkfresh gems with some of my liquid glue. And I popped some of them onto the outline itself and some of them right onto the colorful bands of the rainbow. And that's card number 1. Very simple, but I just think it's got such a pretty graphic punch to it. Well, let's take a look at the other card that I created with the leftovers. I took the warmer side, the pinks and the orange, and I laid them onto a piece of cardstock, glued them down with liquid adhesive, trimmed the panel to size, and popped it up on this card base. So don't throw away these outlines because you can do kind of some cool graphic techniques with those as well. I just thought that was also a really fun and simple way to use the leftovers. So check out this big die because I think it could be a really fun die to have in your collection to create some happy, colorful rainbows. And again, don't forget, keep those leftovers and make more cards. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.